everyone. Welcome back to Daily English with Hope, a place where you can relax, listen, and improve your English naturally through real conversations. I'm Hope.
And I'm Adam. Hope, I brought 3 sentences today, and they look almost identical. Listen. I could stay home tonight. I should stay home tonight. I would stay home tonight.
Same subject, same main verb, but 3 different messages.
Exactly. I understand every word, but I still stop and think. Why does changing one small word change the meaning so much?
Because could, should, and would do not mainly describe the action. They show how the speaker sees the action. Is it an option? Is it the best thing to do? Or is it an imagined choice or result?
So instead of staring at the verb stay, I should ask what job the whole sentence is doing.
Yes, that is the easiest way to understand these words. Let us use your 3 sentences. First, I could stay home tonight. What do you hear?
It sounds like staying home is possible, but I have not decided.
Right. Could usually presents an option or a possibility. Your key question is this possible? Or is this one available choice?
I could stay home, visit a friend, or go to the gym. These are choices on the table.
Good. You are not recommending one yet. You are simply opening the list of possibilities.
Now the second sentence. I should stay home tonight.
That sounds like advice or the sensible choice. Maybe you are tired, the weather is terrible, or you have an early morning tomorrow.
So, should asks, is this a good idea, the right thing, or the expected thing?
Exactly. It is stronger than an option, but it is not usually a command. You should rest means I recommend rest. You can still make your own decision.
And the third one, I would stay home tonight. That feels as if some context is missing.
Often, yes. Would commonly connects to a condition, a question, a preference, or an imagined situation. For example, I would stay home tonight if I were feeling sick. Now you are describing your choice in that situation.
So, would often answers, what is my imagined result, choice, preference, or willingness?
Perfect. The situation does not have to be impossible. You might really feel sick later. Would simply places the action inside an imagined condition, a preference, or a polite expression of willingness.
Let me try the full contrast. I could stay home means it is an option. I should stay home means it is probably the best choice. I would stay home if I felt sick means that is my choice in an imagined situation.
That is the core difference. Option, recommendation, imagined choice.
What is the quickest contrast between I could go and I would go?
I could go means going is possible. I would go means that would be my choice in a particular situation, usually one we have already mentioned or imagined.
Can we test it in a real conversation? Imagine that 2 friends are planning Saturday.
All right, you tell me. I do not know what to do this Saturday. I answer, we could go to the new market by the lake. What am I doing?
Offering one possible plan. You are not saying it is definitely the best plan.
Correct. Then I check the weather and say, it is going to rain all afternoon. We should choose something indoors.
Now you are recommending an indoor plan because of the rain.
Then you say, I would choose the Science Museum if the tickets were cheaper.
That is my imagined choice under a condition. The tickets are not cheap enough, so I may choose something else.
Exactly. One situation, 3 different intentions.
I think learners sometimes translate all 3 words into one similar word in their first language. Then every sentence feels interchangeable.
That is why intention matters more than a one-word translation. Ask what the speaker is doing. Opening a possibility, pointing toward the best action, or imagining a result.
Let us try another situation. My phone battery is at 5%.
You could use my charger. That is an available option. You should turn on battery saving mode. That is advice.
And I would charge it now if I were you.
Exactly. If I were you is imaginary because I am not actually you. I am imagining your position and saying what I would do.
That sentence also gives advice. How is it different from, you should charge it now?
You should charge it now is direct advice. I would charge it now if I were you sounds more personal and often a little gentler. Two forms can serve a similar purpose while changing the tone.
So grammar is not only about correct or incorrect. It also changes how direct or personal the message feels.
Exactly.
We also use could to talk about the past, right? When I was 10, I could climb that tree.
Yes. Could can describe general ability in the past. I could swim when I was 5. You can connect that meaning to what was possible for you then.
And should can mean expectation. The bus should arrive in 10 minutes. I am not giving the bus advice.
No, the bus is not listening. Here, should means you expect something because it is likely or normal. The package should arrive tomorrow. For beginners, remember advice first. Then add expectation as a second common use.
Now, would appears in polite sentences too. I would like some coffee, and would you help me?
Right. I want coffee is direct. I would like some coffee is softer and more polite. Would you help me? Asks about willingness in a gentle way.
That gives me several meanings. What is the quickest decision when I am speaking?
Use this order. Ask, am I offering an option or describing possibility? Choose could. Am I recommending something or saying what I expect? Choose should. Am I imagining a result, stating a preference, or asking about willingness? Choose would.
Let us test that at a busy restaurant where we have not booked a table.
Quick challenge. We have no reservation and the restaurant is crowded. Which word fits? We wait for 20 minutes.
Could, because waiting is one available option.
Good. Now, we put our name on the waiting list first.
Should, because that is the sensible thing to do.
And I eat somewhere else if the wait were an hour.
Would, because I am imagining my choice under that condition.
Exactly. Same situation, 3 different jobs.
Now I need a menu. Can I say both, could you bring us a menu please? And would you bring us a menu please?
Yes, both are common polite requests. Historically, could is connected to possibility or ability, while would is connected to willingness. But in everyday conversation, you normally hear both simply as polite ways to ask.
And should you bring us a menu? Would ask whether bringing it is the right action, so it is not a normal request.
Correct. That small contrast is useful. Could you call Maya is usually a polite request. Should you call Maya asks whether calling her is a good idea.
What is one major mistake learners make with would?
They sometimes use would every time they see if, but real future conditions often use will. If it rains tomorrow, we will stay home describes a real future possibility. If I had a private plane, I would travel every weekend is imagined and less real.
So if does not automatically mean would. The kind of condition matters.
Right. Also, in a basic imagined conditional, say, If I had more time, I would exercise, not if I would have more time.
Let us finish by changing one action 3 ways. The action is take a taxi.
We could take a taxi. It is an option. We should take a taxi. It is probably the best choice, perhaps because we are late.
I would take a taxi if the buses were not running. That is my choice inside an imagined condition.
Exactly. The action stayed the same, only the speaker's intention changed.
So the shortcut is not simply 3 translations. It is 3 jobs. Could opens an option, should points toward the best action or an expected result, and would describes an imagined result, preference, or willingness.
Here is your practice challenge. Choose one everyday action, such as cook dinner, call a friend, or take the bus. Make one sentence with could, one with should, and one with would. Keep the action the same and notice how your intention changes.
And if you still have a doubt about could, should, or would, leave your sentence in the comments below.
Write the full sentence and tell us which word is confusing you. We will try to help you understand the difference. And that feels like a good place to leave it for today.
If this conversation helped you, feel free to share it with someone who's learning English too.
Take care.
Bye, everyone.